Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Music Maniacs Live, our live music rock talk news podcast. Can you hear the microphone good, Dr. Brown?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. You can hear me as
I
well?
cannot hear you.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I cannot hear you. Let's see. Let me take off
One,
mine
two,
and
one.
see what.
Okay.
All right, Prince is here.
All right.
All right. And we're back.
All right. Now we're ready to roll, finally. Okay.
Go ahead,
ready to
guy.
roll.
I mean, go ahead while I fix. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Welcome to the new edition of Music Maniacs coming at you right now. DYR, Prince Idol are here right now. And I guess one of the topics we'll be talking about is the all the Las Vegas residencies that musicians have done throughout the years,
Yes.
our favorites. Yep. And Prince should know because he now currently lives in Vegas, as you all know. And he saw a few bands play there, including
Yes,
Motley
I
Crue,
did. Yes, I
The
did. Man, that
Prince,
was
the
fucking
Prince
amazing.
tribute. Yep, the Prince tribute. I know the Scorpions were there, and of course we cannot forget the great Elvis Presley. His Las Vegas
Sir.
residency still remains one of the favorites.
Yeah, there's a lot we're going to get into, but we have a lot of news. And Prince, how long
Which
have
is
you
called
been?
the hotel he was at. I think I was there a couple weeks ago. The International. I think it was called the International.
Yeah,
Uh,
Prince, how long have you been in Vegas so far?
Since the last time I was on the Music Maniacs, actually. That's when I went out there and I told Earl.
Well,
Mhm.
weeks, months? Like, what do you mean?
I've only been out there for a couple months, dude.
Oh, nice. Did you?
And I've been out here before. I've been out here before. It's not my
Oh,
first
okay.
rodeo.
Yeah, I've never been. Brown, have you ever been to Las Vegas?
No, I haven't, unfortunately, yet. But I am willing to check it out for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Well, there's like a lot of obviously the entertainment, but like there's like Prince, you can go to like 5 or 6 concerts every night there, right? I mean, there's just always something to
Yes,
do.
the strip is always busy, which is I love. I mean, the walking is killing me, but it's worth it.
Have you seen the Sphere yet, or have you been inside the Sphere or anything like that yet?
No, but I have seen it. I have seen it. I try not to do too much that I can't afford because, man, it's expensive out here, bro. I ain't
Oh
gonna lie.
yeah,
Oh, obviously, yeah. I know they have bands
But the
playing
food,
on the
the food
Format
is my
Street.
favorite part, bro. The food out here is my favorite part.
Right there. I know there's a lot of bands that are playing out on what is called Format Street. That I'm trying.
Yes.
Yes, and I see one of them. I understand is an all-female group called Candy. I'm wondering if you ever seen them play live there.
Yes.
what is that
Yeah.
like a big stage outdoors, right? Fremont,
Yes.
like yeah, because I've heard like they do a lot of free concerts. That's like a thing or whatever.
Hmm.
Again, I never been, so it's like, I mean, look, I've been to Times Square, and to me to explain that to someone, it's like a huge outdoor shopping mall with every store you can imagine, every store and restaurant you can imagine, but like in downtown. Like when me and Brown were in downtown Houston, Minute Park, and everything, it's like
Hmm.
it's like 1,000 downtown. So like all the stores, blah blah blah. But it's different with Vegas because of the casinos and like Oklahoma and Louisiana, I think, and I think New Jersey casinos, other casinos. There's a lot of casinos across America. They have or like small arenas built, like next to it, or actually like connected to it. Is what I'm trying to get to here. I think Connecticut and other like the Mohegan Sun thing. Mohegan Sun Arena and Casino, like Casino Resort, and like a lot of them are connected to these arenas. So I can imagine Vegas, that's the mecca for casino resort style stuff. And there's like all these different small venues and obviously the outdoor stuff. But these residencies, obviously, is part of that, is where they do all of these. It's a hotel casino. It's like this, it's one building with a hotel casino and all that connected, right, Brown? Like the
Pretty much, yeah.
residency.
Hard Rock Cafe, or the what's it called? Other venues up there, other gambling spots. You have a
But
lot
what,
of. I'm looking over the list of Maniacs who have played Vegas, done residencies there, and wow, there's a lot. That's for sure. Lots of them.
does it say? Can you someone look up um, which was the first residency? Like, was it really Elvis, or was there ones before him? Because that's probably the most famous. I mean, there's Celine Dion. She did a big, wasn't it a big deal with her and stuff?
I'm not too sure. I'm looking at the list right now. It just said I got Billboard.com here, and it has a list of bands. Well, mostly current Vegas residency shows.
Yeah,
Let me look up the.
yeah. Elvis is known because Elvis actually helped build one of the hotels out there back in his heyday, and I've seen it so many times. It's got to the point to where I don't know what I noticed. They don't even have a lot of Elvis impersonators on the strip no more. They don't really see that as much anymore these days.
All right, there. It says here, according to Google's AI overview,
I wonder
it's
why.
unclear. It's unclear who did the first
Well, ever
residency
since
in
the Elvis
Vegas.
movie came out, yeah.
Wait, let Brown
But
go. Let Brown finish
yes,
this.
yeah, yes. It says here, but the first musician to establish the residency was Liberace, and that was back in
Oh
1944.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And early residencies by solo artists like Elvis Presley, Liberace, they helped set the stage. The Rat Pack featuring Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, and others. They first defined the model after one of their legendary shows at the Sands Hotel in both the 1950s and the 1960s.
That's the ultimate. Just think of it. Well, I think I already asked Brown you the question. Have you been to Vegas? But have y'all ever seen a residency or been a part of?
No.
Okay,
No,
so I'm
but
gonna
I've
be a
seen some
part.
shows.
I'm gonna be a part of. Well, the Rush thing isn't like they're not labeling it a residency, but it is like many residencies in these different cities, these different big cities, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so like when I called Eddie Trunk the other day, yesterday, I put the clip on YouTube on my channel, but I edited some parts out because like he kind of got on my ass about like going to doing the pre-sale and spending the money and getting the tickets right away instead of waiting it out or whatever. But my thing is, um, number one, like, what do you say about? I'm not trying to get off topic, but it's just part of the story. I'm going to weave it in quickly. Um, the so when I was on there, it was Rush. It was all about Rush, and I was telling them about how much I spent, blah blah blah. And when I got off the car, I said you should have waited, and until the day of or closer to the show, because price hikes or something, because of the hype, the hype. And but for people traveling in, you have to get the ticket now. You don't want to play that waiting game, and you know, like I did that for Maiden last year, and I ended up paying half. That was $300 seat, but it was side stage. I didn't I didn't really get to see like the whole stage per se. I got to see the whole front, but like not the backdrops and all that. You know what I'm saying? The famous main backdrop. So like there is, you can win price wise, but it might not be the seat you fucking want, But anyway, the moral of the
Hmm.
story is the Rush thing is like a mini residency. I'm going to experience that. And yeah, you can, like in Vegas, how they have residencies, going back to the residencies, weaving it back on that,
Yeah.
is you can get into these things, including these events at the Sphere, for, I don't want to use the word dirt cheap, but for cheap, cheaper than, say something's $400, 500 when shit goes on sale. Um, these residencies, there's so many nights. Say there's an 8-night residency with, let's see, Led Zeppelin comes back and does a residency for, you know, 2 weeks, 14, 2 week residency, 14 days. Yeah, those tickets are going to be, because when I was seeing this pre-sale on the Rush thing, first of all, you have to sign up through their website. Okay. I guess to prevent bots, like the reselling bots.
Uh-huh.
So you do that, but literally, Brown, you look on the map, buying tickets, and all the seats were disappearing, getting bought up, and everything. So
Oh yeah,
you
this
know,
tour is going to be hot. Obviously, I mean, like this is
that's
a
what I'm
big deal
saying.
right
It's like
now.
you can't, you know what I'm saying? The resale, you don't want to take chances. Like I've seen stuff on the day of that is no. I've gone to I've got to the maps of the concerts on the Ticketmaster to see on the day of. There's been there's been sometimes no resales. There's been sometimes nothing sold out for real, like Foo Fighters. You can't even buy the tickets anymore. This event has been sold out. You can't even ticket, Foo Fighters a couple years ago, I went to look like on the day of or close to it. You couldn't even buy the ticket. It was all third party, and third party on the seats I have are
Hmm.
double of what I paid for one seat, Brown. So
Wow.
already on the third, the stub hubs and stuff. So those rush tickets are getting fucking, a $500 floor seat, 20th row, admission price from Ticketmaster is now $1,000 ticket on the third party. So yeah, you can see residencies in Vegas and a lot of these events for cheap if you know how to, if you can play it right and know how to do it. I mean, Paul McCartney, people were getting in for $25. I think
Hmm.
in Phoenix or something.
Hmm.
There's a couple on X. There's a couple of accounts that gets it all into that ticket pricing and seeing what tickets are dropping and price wise and seeing, I think, tickets help on X at tickets help. Just type that in and it's like a big thing. It's a big deal. But Brown,
Hmm.
Vegas, obviously Prince is there. Is it like a 24-hour party? When you go on the strip any time of day, it's like New York, Manhattan, New York
Yes,
City.
it's just busy sometimes, man. The one problem I have that I've told Earl a lot is when I first came out here, a lot of the I guess they always want money when you want a picture with them. Nothing's free out here. I realized that. The first time I went out here was on like vacation for my birthday, but now I realize as you get used to it, everything they want money. Like you can't even take a picture without them wanting $1 for it or something. Everything has to be money wise.
Hmm. Hey, it's a lot. Of course, it's Vegas. We expect everything is going to be expensive, no matter what, including food, residency at whichever hotel that you're staying in. It's going to be a top dollar that you end up paying, no matter what. But you know
You know,
what? Many of
the
these.
area I live, I think they call it what is downtown Vegas, with a strip. And when I see out here, man, like I told you before, Earl, it's the escorts. I can't go nowhere without an escort bothering me. These crazy women.
Let me guess, hookers, right?
Yeah, every time I leave my house, hey
I
baby,
know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
hey baby, would you wanna?
yeah, they do that. I'm not surprised because I remember hearing that there's a lot of prostitution going on in Vegas as well.
Yeah, right now it's
So
hot
I'm
because it's
not.
getting closer to the holidays and stuff like that. They're
Yeah,
trying to get their
so
monies in before the
you
holidays.
saying that doesn't bother me. You know, you're saying that it doesn't surprise me. None
Let's
whatsoever.
let's dive into this Gene Simmons thing, and then after that we can like go down a list of the famous phases. I mean, because like remember like the big Celine Dion residency? It was like this big hype deal and everything. I want to get into that
Yeah.
and see what year we
Oh,
can all
first
break it
things
down.
first. Hold on. Let me break the news here because that's very important for me to make this announcement. First thing first. Yesterday we lost a great musician in my community, as YR as they call it, the black community. I want to say rest in peace, D'Angelo.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yes,
heard
that it
about
was
that
amazing.
yesterday.
I
Yeah.
was I was looking on X or something, and someone oh, it was like the Houston rappers, Pimp C and all them. They were saying D'Angelo used like Pimp C's recording equipment or something to make music, and it was like Pimp C was like honored by that or something. He was insinuated. So like this is a huge in the R&B. It was R&B, right? The R&B
He
community.
was, yeah. Yes, he
Yes,
was
yes.
indeed, yes.
It's really sad. He died from cancer. I didn't even know he had cancer.
Mm. Wow. Most interesting. Most shocking as well. What's up, people?
Brian,
I
you heard
guess
of
like
the they you heard of him?
D'Angelo.
Yeah,
I heard,
D'Angelo.
I know there was a video that he did that was on VH1 where basically a zoo actually supposed to present him in the buff. I don't know, many women were screaming their heads off whenever that video came
Yeah,
about because
yeah. You're talking about
Oh, he's like real
the song
strong.
Brown
He's real.
Sugar.
He's real strong and buff
Yeah,
and
Brown
muscular.
Sugar.
mm. And we're
Bri-
not talking the Stone song either. This is
Brian,
a different one.
he's real strong, like and buff and stuff and muscular.
Well, I guess so. I guess you could call it that.
Don't worry,
And he
Brown.
was
I've
like,
heard a good word for you in Vegas about the strippers. I'll tell him Dr. L. Brown has some brown sugar for you.
Oh gosh. I'll bet you the strippers over there, let alone the hookers, are probably charged high dollar.
Yes, bro. It's crazy. See, they
I know.
want something, but they charge so much. It's ridiculous.
so wait,
Well,
go back to the D'Angelo thing. So like, was there an artist that knew her, like knew him? I mean,
Yes,
like
the Roots drummer Questlove knew him. Prince even
R
knew
and
him.
B. Name some Brown. Throw out some R&B people that the common man knows. R&B singers that you know that.
well, we all know the ones. Which one, current or in the past? Well, because there's so many. There's Barry White,
Would you say
Isaac
like?
Hayes,
Would you say
Prince.
like R. Kelly?
Yes,
Well, he
R.
was
Kelly,
R&B as well.
Aaliyah,
All
He
right.
was
Beyonce.
big on R&B as well.
Key Sweet, Key Sweat.
Uh,
He was big as
So
no.
well.
that's
Whoa, whoa,
R&B.
whoa. He was more around like Mary J. Blige. He was more around like artists like Alicia Keys. Like from the early 2000s, he was
Oh,
like
okay.
that type
He
of
was
R&B.
basically he was basically one of the first guys who did the New Jack Swing sound.
See, R&B actually has
Yeah,
like soul to it. Right,
he was more
Brian.
like what's his name? He was more like Maxwell. You heard of Maxwell?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the generation. That's the generation him and Maxwell put in like more of the early, I want to say early 2000s. He wasn't really a 90s guy. I remember hearing about him in the early 2000s. Maxwell, D'Angelo, you know, and he was huge on Prince. Prince was a huge mentor to him. Huge mentor. Yeah.
Getty Lee's out knows in the chat. Do you want to pop in and give us your opinions and everything on the Rush stuff?
Yeah,
You're invited,
let's
Getty
invite
Lee.
him on.
Well, let's get
Definitely.
into the Ozzy. That's one of my favorite guys. I miss Ozzy. I miss Ozzy.
Yeah, we all miss Ozzy. We did a lot
I was
of
just
shows
telling
KYR
Brown
did with him.
Wire how much of a fan I am of Youngblood. I love Youngblood.
Really?
Yes, he's
Going
one of
Yeah.
on
my favorite rock
tour.
stars right
He's
now.
going on tour in the seats because it's he's doing the
The Idol
smaller.
tour, yeah, the Idol tour is really big.
He's doing the smaller amphitheater here. He, like the one that Bush was at, Sublime, and Priest plays there. It's
He did
good.
a
Like
tribute song with Aerosmith. I loved it. I loved that. He did
very
with Aerosmith.
expensive tickets for Youngblood. Like the last, Brown. Like the last rows are like 250 a piece.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Very, but he sings live, but it's through he uses a lot of what is it called, Doctor? Like
A
Backing
lot of
tracks
special effects. Yeah.
no, yeah, special effect, yeah, effects like
on
post
his
effects
vocals. I
for his
see. I
pitch.
see
You've
that.
heard of that? Yeah, like it's live vocals, but like it's pitch effects. So it's like he is super hyped, and
Mhm.
like all the big names in the that they talk to in the rock and metal industry, they put him over like he's the next thing.
Yeah.
But didn't
Like
he do like
Steven
pop?
Tyler.
Did he do
Steven
like
Tyler put
pop
him
or
over.
something before?
Hmm.
Did he do pop music or something before?
I'm
Rap.
not too
He
sure.
did rap.
Or
He's a
rap?
rapper.
Yeah, it was rap. Okay, okay.
But you know what? He's hot now because of that Ozzy tribute that he did at the
Yeah.
back in the
Yes.
beginning show when he did when he
And then
killed him with changes.
guys like Steven Tyler put him over. Guys like Billy Idol put him over. Even Lenny Kravitz put him over. Yeah, that shocked me. Lenny Kravitz. He had a picture with Lenny Kravitz and Steven Tyler. I was like, what?
But the one picture that still remains close to him is the one he did with Ozzy.
Yes, that Ozzy basically passed the torch to him. Ozzy
Yeah,
looked at him as a son, actually.
yeah, I've
Karen
heard that
Osborne.
about many
Oh, Sharon
times.
Osbourne. Sharon
Mhm,
Osbourne even said he embodies Ozzy a lot, a lot, a lot.
mhm.
Yeah, there's a documentary on Paramount Plus. Like it's like the last footage of Ozzy, his dying years, last few years and stuff that just came out on Paramount Plus. I think that's the
Wow.
place. It's called like one not living my last day, or I don't know, something interesting like that.
Live
But it
on
was
My Last Days, I think it's called.
yeah, it's too it's cool like that in a way, but it's too sad. I'm not even gonna bother watching it. I just heard people talking about it, saying it's really good, really good, really good, but it's really sad at the same time. I can't
That's,
watch that stuff.
I know. I don't want to really watch it myself because it's like here's a man that we regarded as a musical icon and idol, slowly saying goodbye to us in the most sad way. I mean, like we all know his health was in bad shape,
Yeah, yeah.
and the worst of it is that there was not much they could do about it. I mean, he had to lay off the medications he was on to do that performance back
Well,
in
no, he
July.
in
Which to
the
me probably was hell to him to go through all
in the
that pain.
documentary it explains everything. Like he had a botched neck surgery. Like,
Oh
and the neck
wow,
surgery, after the surgery, it made it worse and all that. Like, so
wow.
that's ended up what, like, it's like a domino effect. Once health wise, once one thing big happens, like other things start to, other health issues that linger start to, you know, pump up. But very sad. But Brown, Gene Simmons has been in the news
Yep.
lately for a lot of
Yeah.
things, a car crash. But this, the Charlie Benante guy from who's a drummer of
Yeah,
Anthrax and drums for Pantera. Um,
he
you
got
know,
married.
have y'all heard of that? Have y'all heard of him with the
I've
band
heard of I've heard of
Anthrax?
him many times. I've heard of him many times before. He's also co-written some of the riffs for Anthrax songs. There, a few of them,
You
and
know
of course that's what.
when these metal people and when these like rock stars get married, like the ceremony, all of the friends they invite, probably personal friends, but like a lot of the personal friends are other musicians and stuff too. So like it was full of people, obviously the usual suspects the Anthrax guys and Rex was there. I don't think Insomnia was there. And then Gene, like that's what I'm saying. Gene was so like he was basically like, would you consider him like the pastor of the ceremony, Brown? Like, would
I
you
know
take
that.
or
Well, I
whatever they
know
say?
that one of the big reasons why he was there to officiate the wedding was because members of Anthrax looked to his band Kiss as one of their inspirations. I mean, they did Kiss a cover of the song. What's it called? Parasite. If I was, yeah, it was for a
Right.
Kiss tribute album.
I'm saying though, when you officiate a wedding, that's priest. That's the priest position, right? That they
I think
officiate.
so. I
Okay, so
think so.
that's
Let me look
wild.
up.
Then he fucking. That's wild that
Oh,
he did that round. But yeah, huge, massive, like yeah, a lot of the rock star, a lot of your, you know, a lot of those guys from the '80s and '90s are big fans of Kiss, '70s Kiss. Prince, is there a lot of Kiss? Is there any Kiss stuff in Las
yeah.
Vegas, like
I just looked it up right now.
Hard Rock Cafe or
Not that I
Planet,
seen. But if I
Planet
got that up, you know.
Hollywood?
I
Oh
got the
yeah.
officiate. Let me guys. I got a wedding officiate right now. A wedding officiate is a person who performs a wedding ceremony, and the role can be either religious or secular. A couple can choose from various types of officiates, such as a religious leader, like a priest, rabbi, or a minister, a civil servant, like a judge or a authority, or a professional or friend who has become ordained. To find an officiant, you can look at websites like Wedding Wire, Gig Salad, depending on your location and needs. Like it could be somebody. I guess they chose Gene Simmons, obviously, because Gene Simmons is like one of the rock gods out there who helped influence Anthrax. So I guess that's probably one of the big reasons why.
Prince.
Prince, where'd you go, man?
Hello, hello,
Prince, you there?
There you are. There you are. Sorry.
hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What the hell is that?
Yeah, you can hear that, can't you? There you go. That's the ticket there. You gotta hit that whistle and the Prince shows up. Okay, so to weave it back to Vegas, this is important. And Brown, if you can look up a whole list of like all the ones throughout the years, right?
I have, yes. I mean, there's a
That's
lot of
super
them
good.
out there.
But did you see
There's
who just announced? No Doubt is doing a Vegas residency. What do you think about that? The band No Doubt with what's her name and everything.
Wasn't
Gwen
so funny?
Stefani. Yes,
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani. Yeah, she's reunited with her old band. I guess they're going to be
Oh
doing the
Lord.
Vegas shows there.
There's some good, bro. They're popular, and they were. See, all this '90s shit's coming back, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the only band that's fucking up and not doing nothing. Because look, every band, whether they're original 75%, 40%, 20% of the original band, whatever, like Rush, a missing drummer, or missing this guy, whatever. Soundgarden, and it's just really difficult with like the singers that's died and those voices, those iconic voices with those songs. It's hard to replace, but you can just like wrestling, you can never say never because they did it with Linkin Park, completely different voice, a chick singer.
Yep.
They did it with
Alice in
some
Chains and Stone Temple
yes,
Pilots.
yes, and completely
Yep.
different sounding singers. They did it with, but STP's not pulling the plug on nothing. But all this '90s shit, and well, Nirvana never did anything either.
Yep.
But and you don't really. I mean, AC/DC did it, singer wise.
Yep.
If you think about it, I mean, obviously Ronnie James Dio and Ozzy, but none of them died at that time.
Sammy Hagar, Van Halen
Yeah.
included.
So no doubt, again, like weaving back to No Doubt. That's huge. And a residency, I don't like, why aren't they going to go on a fucking US tour, bro? Like, why is a residency? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, you got to, I don't know if they're like getting their wheel, trying to get the wheels squeaky again, greased up and everything, but you got to get, I mean, like, the fans are going to show up. Like, if they did a 40, 50, 40 city tour in the U.S., that's headlining. No Doubt can headline pavilions. Brown, would you say that? They probably bring in some other bands, some 41 or maybe like a Sublime or something. That would be fucking cool, actually. Sublime and No Doubt headline in 2026.
Well, I know, given the popularity that Gwen Stefani has had throughout the years in terms of her solo career,
That
her
would be
appearances on
fucking.
The
Yo,
Voice, no doubt, no
yes,
doubt,
yes.
yes, no doubt that they will probably be headlining arenas if they did a do official reunion
Yo,
tour.
I'm predicting that. Well, no, it's more of a lot of, and again, a lot of that '90s stuff. Foo Fighters,
Right.
they even do the outdoor pavilions. But like, I'm gonna predict this because they're cooking up too. They're not doing like they haven't done full blown tours, but the new Sublime with Bradley Knowles' son.
Mhm.
Back in the '90s, they Gwen Stefani and Bradley Knowles sang a song together. It's on YouTube. Like I Saw Red. I think it's like they covered it or something, like a reggae song or some shit. But they
I
they
saw red.
they were, I don't know if they dated in the '90s or something, but they were really they knew each other. Blah blah blah. Gwen Stefani, Bradley Knowles, Sublime. I'm gonna predict, motherfuckers, 26, 2027, something like that. It's gonna be Sublime with Bradley Knowles' son and fucking no doubt co-headlining tour, summer pavilions all over the United. Like that's a hell of a bill if you're into that '90s vibe type shit.
No, wait a
That
minute. Go back. Let me go back. Let's go back to the song "I Saw Red." Is that the cover by the band Warrant, by chance?
no, they had like a this was like a reggae, like you know how Sublime does it. It was like kind of like a ska.
Ska, hit reggae type of stuff. Because the band, the glam group Warrant had a ballad called "I Saw Red" about the singer discovering that his wife was cheating on him.
Full Metal Chad in the chat. Getty, I like Anthrax, but Charlie has no place playing in Pantera. Vinnie Paul was clear he would never allow a Pantera reunion. He literally said, "You just can't put Zach Wild on stage and call it Pantera. It's sad what they're doing." Well, I would say this, Chad, that the Pantera of now, which I've seen twice, the new Pantera, I would rather them call it like Pantera 2.0 or like Cowboys from Hell or something like that. I don't know. Vocal display, like name the song, the band, name one of their songs, the band.
Or
Um,
Pantera
but
Celebration, as it's called.
yeah, Pantera Show Blade. That's what but they're not late. Like the T-shirts I bought say Pantera on them. They don't say
Mhm.
Pantera Celebration. They say they got the logo and everything. So like, technically, it is 50% of the band. You know, there's bands out there like Foreigner. There's tons of groups with just one member of the band. Um, but Foreigner has zero original members or classic lineup members in the band. Um, Look, at the end of the day, Phil Insomno and Rex Brown are musicians. That's their job. And you gotta, you gotta get paid. And at the end of the day, the family, Dimes, widow Rita,
The Abbott family.
um, and the guitar tech, Grady, Dimes guitar tech, did ours, and then others that involved like their whole, Pantera's old road crew, whatever, roadies and stuff that are still around and everything. Grady is one of them. They're set for life now, money wise too. At the end of the day, all these people are millionaires. I mean, you forget like when Pantera ended and Dime and Vinny did their own thing, they were playing bars. Damn, when the band Damage
Smaller
playing, they were
venues.
way smaller venues. Yeah, so
Like the Machine Shop in Flint, Michigan, which they were set to play before Dime's murder. In fact, there were fans out there outside of the Machine Shop holding candles in remembrance of Mr. Darrell.
and if the fans pay for the ticket and they show up, everyone's gonna, it would be one thing. But Dime's widow get approved at the end of the day. That's really the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? If you get widows or husbands and wives, still
Or
around,
their families.
approval, families approval, yeah, like this.
The
Obviously, they
estate as well.
what?
The estate.
Yeah, the estate. When you get the permission, then no one can really, You get the choice to pay for a ticket and go see it or not. But there's going to be a day, and maybe probably like 20 years from now, 20 to 30 years from now, where there won't be your Metallica's live. Like the 90s stuff isn't going to be, you got to think like what 70s bands are still like Paul McCartney, Rolling Stones, 60s or whatever, right? But like, there's really a few that are still doing live concerts. So,
And by the way, I'm just once again I'm on the name Pantera is owned by not only the estates of Vincent and Daryl Abbott, but also Phil Anselmo and Rex Brown. Even though Anselmo was not the original singer, Terry Glaze was.
and people really can't. That's one thing people can't judge if they haven't gone or they haven't attended or experienced like a live event, whether it's wrestling or concerts or sports. Like it is way different than putting on your headphones and listening to a song or watching something on TV. Like being at this
The
Pantera
show
thing.
itself.
Yes, being at this Pantera
It's an
thing.
experience and a half, needless to say. It's like something you can never reduplicate. Enough
Yeah, it's
said.
pretty
And by
wild,
the way,
guys.
many fans have been praying that Zach would fill in Dime's shoes if Pantera would get back together. But the problem is, Vincent would not. I'm not sure he wanted to do a reunion because of the issues he had with Phil throughout the years.
Bro, they bring in these bands. I mean, it's especially now that these legacy bands, these old 70s, 80s, 90s bands, they bring in these people that played before them, like the Amon Amarth and the King Parrot band. Like, so these bands that some people's heard of, a lot of people's heard of Amon Amarth, like, and then a lot of, some of these bands are really big in Europe, but just not really that big in the States. So, a lot of these older bands, they are showing the audience, new audiences, and all of these rock concerts. It's all a mix of young and old people. It's not just old gray-haired people. It's all a mix nowadays. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, like the
Generations of
pre-show
people.
we saw. Yeah,
Yeah,
and one
everything.
bit exactly. It's like a big mosh pit of metalheads, young, old, middle-aged, you name it. There. And speaking of one band that's well known in Europe, but highly way underground here in the States, Nightwish from Finland, symphonic metal pioneers, drew their inspiration from Queen, some of their earlier works.
Prince Odd, are you ready for Halloween?
Kinda. I don't know how it's gonna play out here where I'm at. I don't know what crazy adventures I'm
Brian,
getting
you get
myself
ready,
into.
you're getting ready for Halloween coming up?
Absolutely. Yes, I am. I so am for shizzle.
Are you going trick or treating?
No, I'm way too old for that. Remember, I work.
Well, I think
Remember, I'm
I'm
always
just trying to
working,
play it
man.
safe. I'm trying to play it safe out here, Brown, because I don't know what type of danger comes out here with trick or treating and I don't know. So I try to play it safe.
what do you mean, like giving out candy, or you go trick or treating door to door?
I mean, like going to the strip. I don't know how. I mean, I know the strip's gonna be busy, full of people with costumes and shit. I know that's gonna be fun. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
motherfucker. What would you dress? So,
Obviously.
like, Brown, what do you usually go as? Ever do you usually do the Jedi thing?
Yes, I
Star Wars
usually.
gimmick?
I'm planning on doing it again this coming
That's
Halloween
your
for shizzle.
signature. That's your
And this and
signature.
plus, and I got my cross guard lightsaber to bring with me as well.
Can we see it on the stream? Can you show off the lightsaber?
Hold on, give me a couple seconds here.
And you represent like the Jedi. You're not on the dark side in the Star Wars world, are you? You're a good guy on the your face.
Oh God.
Oh, Brown. Is that the dark side? Is that the dark side sword, or is that the good guys? That's a real lightsaber, guys. Look at that.
How the hell did he even get that?
He got it from. He's part of Star Wars.
Wow, Brown. I don't even know.
Sith. Oh, Brown, you're part of the Sith stuff, the dark side stuff. You're not on the Jedi side. Brown, you're not on
No,
the Jedi side. You're part of the Sith stuff and the dark side stuff, huh?
actually, let me. Actually, the color of the saber blade is actually orange, which is the colors of both Balin's skull and Shin Hati from the Ahsoka series.
Wow.
The only Star Wars movie I ever watched was Episode 1. So
Oh man, the Phantom Menace. You need to see them all. You
there's
need to
like
see them
15 of
all,
them
dude.
now.
You need to see them all, no matter what.
Nah, Episode 1's the best. No, actually, I like the Sith. I haven't seen any of the new ones, bro. I don't know, man. Out of all, look, I'll give you my favorite. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mhm.
I loved the second one. What was
Attack
it
of the
called?
Clones. Attack
Yeah,
of the Clones.
I loved
Episode
Attack.
2.
Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that cool?
Oh,
I
it was a
loved that
little bit.
movie.
Hmm.
But I haven't watched any of the new ones. No, I've seen all six. Yes, but
Right.
so I'm lost all these new names and stuff. But getting back to Vegas, this is interesting.
Yeah. I got a lot of bands here who did some
Well, how
residencies
many? I
there.
wonder how many. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can.
Well, we
How many
first.
Vegas residencies did Elvis Presley do?
Mhm. All right.
Oh wait.
He did it for 7 long years, bro. He did a lot.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how many though.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna look through. I'm gonna grok it and see, guys. Are you ready?
Already. All right, there it says here, list of the bands who did residencies and are planning on doing residencies as well, including Zach Brown Band. They'll be in Vegas this coming December. The Dead and Company, they did the Sphere that ended in May of earlier this year. Bruno Mars, he's had multiple residencies, including Lady Gaga, Motley Crue, as you know, they were there. Elton
Yeah.
John, Celine
Um,
Dion, Janet
Elvis.
Jackson.
Elvis really just said 1969 to 74. When did Elvis
Wow.
like? What year did Elvis like get big?
Oh, he was big when he first showed up into the music scene.
Like what year though was that? Would you say?
I think it may have been in the somewhere in the later half of the 1950s, if I'm
Okay,
correct.
okay. So like these Elvis residencies, is this was Fat Elvis?
I think so. Yeah, this is
Oh,
when
okay.
Elvis was
All right.
getting way big for
All right.
riches. Really.
Kind of pictured my yeah. All right, man. I wonder how much they
Okay.
were. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is
Probably
night.
a lot
Yeah,
cheaper than what it is now.
so he did them for 5 or 6 years. So Prince, you were close on that. 7 years or whatever. Brown, what is the point of a residency in your opinion? What is the whole purpose of
Um,
it?
I'm not too sure, but I think it's where the promoters and the people who run the hotels and casinos book these bands to lure the people in to see this entertainment, see these performers, as well as hang out at the casinos and gamble their asses off afterwards or before the show. But I think
Leopard does it too, and they tour.
Def Leppard, they did, yes. Also, as I mentioned, Barry Manilow has done one, as well as Shania Twain, Donny Osmond, and
Did he die?
Donny Osmond. No, Donny Osmond's still here. He has a
No,
residency.
Manilow.
Yeah, no, he's still around,
Okay,
unfortunately.
I saw him at the rodeo once.
Hmm, that's interesting.
In the
And of course,
Astrodome.
Lionel Richie is performing his show King of Hearts later this year, as well as Rod Stewart. He's doing the encore shows as well later
See,
this year.
like
Well,
the residencies, it is like yes, it's like the hardcore fans eat it up and probably go to all of them. But it's look, I would have to say, did Grateful Dead do this or did they like kind of like invent not necessarily the Vegas residency, but like, didn't they always used to do like multiple shows in different cities and like have people I mean, like you really got to be big to do like multiple shows in a week and expect them to sell out, right? You know what I mean? These major artists can't be like any new artists doing residencies.
Well,
Do you
the
agree?
Grateful Dead had a big ass cult following, no doubt about that. I mean, they had thousands and thousands of deadheads, legions of fans. You know, like something
So that's what
that
I'm
they
saying.
gain. Yeah.
Can you believe that? No doubt can fucking do a residency and sell out. Are they that big to you?
Well, they were probably one of the most biggest of the alternative scene. I mean, like you talked about, no doubt, possibly doing a big arena tour sometime soon after this residency, along with the new Sublime. Most likely, Sublime will probably be opening for No Doubt,
Well, yeah,
because
yeah,
No Doubt
yeah.
had more hits than Sublime.
I mean, that's my prediction. I didn't see that anywhere, but like that would be perfect. And that's what bands do. They don't just go out by. I mean, Rush is doing just them, but it's rare bands just go by themselves. They always have opening acts and stuff like that, whether you know the artist or not.
Mhm. Yes.
Um, Brown, did you see? Actually, this is a question for Prince.
Mhm.
Um, are you able to gamble and win money?
No, I don't do all that, bro. But I like going to do casino, bro. I don't do all that.
Like more money that you know.
No, I don't dive. I don't dabble up with that shit, bro.
Uh,
Last time I
No.
did it, got myself in a lot of trouble.
Brown,
Oh,
you would never.
I
You don't
don't
like
gamble.
looking money.
I don't gamble altogether. Only been to one casino that was back in Detroit around I think it was 2002. It was some girl that I was dating at the time. It was a Greek Town Casino by where Trappers Alley used to be. And I went in there. You know, I had this little cup that they give you to put whatever your goodies that you win. And I just walked around, and finally, as we both looked at each other, said, "Fuck this, let's go somewhere else."
Yeah, it's lame.
Yeah. So plus, here's a list of pop and rock bands that have done residencies. Starting with the Eagles, who performed at the Sphere. Backstreet Boys, they had a holiday residency at the Sphere as well. And you also had the Larger Than Life residency. Aerosmith was there as well. They had a thing called Deuces Are Wild. Def Leppard, as you mentioned. They did a second residency called Def Leppard Hits Vegas, the Sin City residency, after their first one, which was called Viva Hysteria. Styx return would be going to be returning for a few shows next year. Guns N' Roses had two residencies: Appetite for Democracy and No Trickery, an Evening of Destruction. U2 had a residency in 2023. Motley Crue, as you know, recently completed theirs this year. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, No Doubt is going to be there as well, including others that are coming up. Santana, they're going to be doing an intimate evening with Santana. Zach Brown Band, they're going to be doing theirs this coming December. Dead and Company, as I mentioned, they were there. That ended in May of this year.
That
Bruno
was a big
Mars, he
one.
has multiple of them. Lady Gaga, Celine Dion, Elton
Hmm.
John, Janet Jackson, Shania Twain, Mary Manilow. They have all had their residencies. Dottie Osborne is going to be there as well. Kelly Clarkson, she had one as well called Chemistry and the Intimate Evening with Kelly Clarkson.
You know who
And Rod
doesn't do
Stewart,
residencies?
who?
Metal bands.
Hmm. Well, Las Vegas is more commercial based, top
You know what I'm
40 based.
saying?
In fact, a friend of mine who lives in
Yes,
Vegas, she's a
right.
guitar. She's a friend of mine on Facebook who I remember back in Detroit music scene. She lives in Vegas. She's a guitar player for the old girl band that I mentioned earlier called Sugar. I then DM'd her one time and she said, there's no real original rock bands that are out there. It's all tribute groups, covers, and everything else. It's mostly the bands that perform the stuff that we all know like the backs of our hands, whether it's Crazy Train or Mama I'm Coming Home or Smells Like Teen Spirit, the stuff everybody knows from the radio. No deep
Yes.
stuff, no deep tracks, nothing, just the top 40 stuff,
So
the radio hits.
shout out to everyone watching right now. Please subscribe, like the stream, tap the bell for notifications to go to the Dr. Earl W. Brown channel. Brown, give you a minute here to
Thank you.
plug your. Go ahead and tell the people about your weekend. It's like these weird, crazy, gothic synth, but like poppy, like not poppy, but like fun.
Techno.
Um, Techno, like these
Yeah.
DJ sets, guys. Like Brown, tell the people about these on the weekends
Well,
you do.
I'm glad you brought that
Please.
because I completed one last night. It took me all night to do it because this one is over 4 hours long, 4.5 hours long, I should say. It'll be premiering this coming Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and I welcome everybody to crank the volume up and have a blast, as always mentioned in my vlogs. I'm looking for a title for it right now. I think I may have come up with a good one here, but definitely check it out this Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, folks. For Sizzle.
So on the Vegas stuff, again, there's a lot of this. The casinos are connected to the arenas and the hotels, and so like obviously people, the rich people come in, or vacationers, or honeymooners
Tourists.
come in,
Tourists.
tourists, um,
Newlyweds.
but it's like the point. I think the whole point of the residency. I don't know if there really. I think there is like a lot of points to it. Like it's not just one. I'm trying to like boil it down to one point. Like why do they do? I mean, it's Vegas. I think at the end of the day, if there was no Vegas, they wouldn't do this anywhere. Just because it's Vegas. Did the residency start in Vegas?
I believe so, yes. If I'm
That's what
correct.
I'm saying. So without Las Vegas, without this city of gambling, of basically like no rules, but there is rules because there's police and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
And top notch security.
why can't every city be like Las Vegas, right? Why can't there be just tons of casinos around and marijuana shops and magic stores and all this stuff, right? Why can't there be? Because there's only one Vegas. There's only one Sin City, right, Prince? Like Prince, is Las Vegas the greatest city like you ever experienced? Like, is it really the hype with it? Is it there's a lot of hype around New York City and Times Square and the Millennium and New Year's Eve. Is like, and I know there's a ton of hype with Vegas. There's a ton of hype with Miami. Is Vegas really the hype? Is it really like,
Prince? You there,
Prince?
dude? Jesus Christ, quit doing this to us, Prince. I mean, like, we get you on the call and you disappear for God knows how long.
Goddamn
Well, here's.
professional damn show.
Jeez, Prince, get your ass on here.
Oh, great.
Right.
Suck the air out of the whole show, Prince.
Well, it says here, according to the AI overview, not all cities can be like Vegas because its unique model is built on a tourist dependency economy, desert
Yeah.
location, and specific tax policies, which come with significant drawbacks like high traffic, environmental challenges, and a lack of job diversity. Other cities prioritize different economic bases, have more diverse job markets, different cultural priorities, lack the necessary geographic and economic conditions for Las Vegas's model to be sustainable and even possible. And plus, when you think about it, if there was another Vegas that were popping in either Houston or LA, people be calling it off as Vegas 2.0 when you think about
Well,
it.
Vegas is well, like, look, to be honest, like some parts of Oklahoma do have these like casinos with the obviously the Indian reservations and all that, but like they have real deal casinos with like arenas built to it, like
Yeah.
music arenas. So Vegas is a place where you can't be broke, I think. Like in you can't enjoy Vegas broke. You got to have some money to enjoy yourself, pay for tickets, go to events. You don't have to gamble, but why would you live in Vegas? Like, why do people live in Vegas if they don't go to like, what's the point? That's the whole
I,
point, right? Like,
I think the
gambling, events,
excitement.
music, everything. Like, go ahead.
I think it's the excitement, when the draw, the excitement, and the draw of all the spectacular entertainment that's around them. That's what draws them in. The same way, people go to L.A., Hollywood because of all the movie stars and actors and actresses and all the rock bands that reside in that area. Plus, you remember, many people went to LA to make it big, get signed by a record label. And when the grunge scene happened, some LA bands moved to Seattle so they could fit in with the Seattle sound at that time.
Brown,
It's like,
how big was that Seattle sound scene? Like, how long did that last? You think? How big was
well,
that?
it lasts for a couple of years, like, I guess about died out after Kurt Cobain's suicide,
Dang,
I
would you
believe.
want to do that for a topic next week? The Seattle sound,
We could do that, yes, most definitely. We got
or
to talk
whatever else,
about that.
anything else y'all have too. But that'd be a good one. Get diving all those bands.
Right there. I was going to ask Prince if he has ever been to Nye County, which is
No, I
not far
haven't.
from
No, I
Las
haven't. I'm
Vegas.
still here. Something bizarre just happened, Earl. Something bizarre just
What?
happened. But
What?
this is what happens when you go out there and you buy a woman a drink. Now this woman keeps hitting me up. So, are you coming to the casino tonight? Are you gonna buy me a
Here we
drink?
go.
Yeah,
Well,
There
well,
that's
we
just
go.
happening to me.
Good luck charm. Bring good luck charm out there, Prince. Win
one
you
that
some money.
one that buy me again, Prince. Some girl wants
This
you to buy her a
chick,
drink.
this chick who I met when I first came out here, who's my neighbor, Shelly, wants to know if I'm going to the casino. She wants a drink. No one's buying her a drink, so she's hoping I will come out to the casino tonight just to talk and have a drink. I'm like, I'm not going out there just to buy you a fucking drink.
She That's what she wants. She wants you to buy you them drinks. She wants you to spend the money on her because obviously she sounds like one of the entitled modern women who expects everything to be given to her. Because I'm a
Yeah, I'm
woman.
going through that in
Exactly.
Vegas.
Fuck
I'm
that
going through a
shit.
lot of
Bro.
that shit. I'm going through a lot of this shit in Vegas. So welcome to
You know
Vegas,
what?
Prince Idol.
You know what? The
Gold
only thing
diggers. Gold
can
diggers.
Yep, exactly. Can I say this, Prince? You're better off with the butterface.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this. She's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you why I like her.
What's the butterface?
Personality wise, she has nice tattoos. She's a nice body, but in the face, she looks like Amy Winehouse.
Has a big
Right.
dog face, right? Like a bulldog.
It's like,
Yeah,
pretty much, yeah, fine body, but that face, ugh.
Looks like a damn pit bull dog.
she looks like a young Amy Winehouse. I'll say that. She looks like a young Amy Winehouse.
Oh, yes.
Oh God. She got a big old Getty Lee owl nose. Amy Winehouse had a big old
Yeah,
banana
her
nose.
personality wise, voice wise, is Amy Winehouse, but she got more tattoos than Amy Winehouse. I'll say that.
Exactly.
I like her
Yeah.
because she has like this rock and roll punk attitude. I like right up my alley. But I'm not
What?
gonna keep buying you a drink all the fucking time.
Because I don't know why. If it usually, you gotta ask her that sometime if you talk to her.
I
Ask her
feel
why you
like
want me to keep buying you
I feel
drinks
like
when
I'm
you got money. You have a job, girl? Ask her that. You have a job, girl? No. Then why don't you
people
get
around
yourself
me
a
have
job and
told
buy
me
your own
don't
damn
enable
drink
her.
for crying out loud?
They told me
Jeez.
don't enable her. I think she's a alcoholic or something.
Alcoholic. Oh, fuck that.
I
Fuck
bet there's a
that.
lot of alcoholics in Las Vegas, Brown. What do you think?
I would not be surprised. There's a lot of cheaters as well in the casinos.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
A lot of people go to these casinos to beat the systems, and they end up either getting their asses beat or thrown out. Look at that one scene from the movie Casino from years ago with Joe
You ready
Pesci,
for this,
Robert De
Brown?
Niro. You what?
Ready for this?
What's
First I
up?
met her, she was saying, "Let's go back to my place." That's like, on the first night I met her, talking about go back to your
Really?
place, Prince.
Oh, really? She's one of those
Did you let her?
hot chocolate chicks.
I was like, no, we're not going back to my place. I just got here.
These Las Vegas rock and roll punk chicks, like, which is, those are fine with me too. Brown, I'm sure you're good with a punk goth chick or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Motorcycle,
but then,
whatever.
yeah, but however, the thing is, when they invite you to their joint on the first night that they meet you, most likely they're looking to looking for you to get them pregnant so they can take you to
What?
court, get you
No,
what's
they
up,
just
you
want to
know?
boink you too. Just like men, like chicks go out to clubs and want to meet a man to fuck too.
Yeah,
They don't
but
even
the
want to get
thing,
them pregnant. Come on.
yeah, but then again, there are women out there, and I
Prince, she wants to
remember
fuck
telling
you.
her,
Prince, she wants to fuck you. Brown, you want to fuck Prince's girl, or would you let Prince fuck her?
if I
No,
had
no, no,
a
no, no.
condom, have a wear a condom.
Yeah, Prince, wear a condom, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
not doing all that. I'm not doing all that.
2025, bro. They make stuff for that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called a condom. Wear
In
one.
fact, I remember I mentioned this before. There was this one girl from Ohio who came up to Michigan ages ago. Yeah, she wanted this older dude. Let me talk. There was this young girl who she was about 16 years old. She was hoping to get pregnant by this older guy so she could
All
collect
right.
money from the state. Got to be watching out for the girls like that.
Yeah, but she's not 16, is she, Prince?
No,
Thank God.
she's about 28 years
No,
old.
Brian, I know what you mean. Like
Uh,
the chicks. How does it go? So, like with Drake and the rappers, and like sports, like basketball players, football players, like obviously musicians, groupies, like men put. How does it go? Let me think. Crap. Um, the hot sauce in the condom.
what?
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. So like
That's
usually
just
when the
one.
man okay, yeah, okay, this is how it goes. So usually when the man uses the condom and they ejaculate their sperm into it, they'll take it off and throw it into the trash, right? Themselves or flush it down
Yeah.
the toilet or whatever. But if they throw it in the trash, the woman would take the condom and take the semen out of it and put it in her vagina to get her pregnant. Kind of like what you were saying earlier, Brown, like in a way. But
Yep.
the rich men put like hot sauce in there. So when the woman dumps
I
it
know
into
where you're
her, you
going,
get what I'm
man.
saying? And now I don't know if that kills the sperm. I don't know if that just
But either way,
makes.
the girl's gonna have one hot ass pussy, that's for sure.
Whoa, Brown, easy now, easy.
But I get where Irish trying to get from there. It's a good way
A
that
bit,
they
a bit of
get
that
back at these
sperm on there,
bitches.
brother. Now, let's see here. Vegas. So, Prince, can you tell us? Is it hot there?
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Is it like a
It's cooling
desert
down.
for real though? It's
Yes,
seriously like a desert.
yes.
Wow.
Last time I checked, it was like really hot, but it gets really cold. But it's like almost. I think
Yeah.
Arizona and Vegas is getting cold. But I know it was hot.
It is.
And what I know
It's
is in
going to start
Dallas.
getting cooler over here as well.
Yeah,
But Brown, you would consider Las Vegas the West Coast or no?
No, that'd be California or Seattle. I would actually say it's in the mountain area because of the mountain time zone. Like
So
right
like,
now, it's about 12. It's what just became Thursday morning, 12:01 a.m. So right now in Princess area, probably 10:01 p.m.
Prince, is there any like Las Vegas wrestling organizations?
I have not seen it. I have not seen it yet. I'm pretty sure they do have it, but I have not seen it yet.
Oh, you know what it's called? They have it at, you know where they have it? I don't know what it's called. because Disco Inferno used to like train people there or whatever. The Cow, what is that? The
Mm-hmm.
Cow Town or what is that place called? Cow something?
Cow Palace.
Is it? Is that what it's called? Cow It's Cow something. It's uh shit. I think like TNA was there like around the Matt Hardy Delete days, and like Disco Inferno made like a small appearance or he did a match or something because he used to train a couple people on TNA at the time, like when Matt Hardy was there. But like it's like called yeah, Cow Palace or Cow Town or something, Vegas.
The one that comes to my
Independent
mind is
wrestling.
located in Daly City, Florida.
Daly's place.
That's Daly
Is that what that
City.
is?
That's in California. Yeah, I believe that's located here in Florida, if I'm correct.
Woo! Daly's place. It's like a pavilion, like outdoor pavilion. It's outdoor. It's weird. It's cool, but it's like you got
Yes.
to. Elvis Presley is the king of Las Vegas. Elvis.
Yep.
Um,
I know what you're talking about.
but these Celine Dion things, Brown. I mean, she was a very, very famous residency too, and she was. I don't know, like I don't know, like pop singing concerts. I mean, it's all you got to have heavy metal. You got, I mean, like a live concert, like any, like everyone tours and everything, but that doesn't mean it's like wow, like you got to have like rock, heavy metal, like something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, but most of them, yeah, it's true there, but most of them that play there are usually tribute bands. No originals, unfortunately. And Daly's Place is that was featured in AEW events. That's located in Jacksonville, Florida. It is a amphitheater. You may remember they did a lot of AEW Dynamites at that place during the
Yeah.
pandemic. Yep.
Brian, you want to run through any news and see if some catches your eye that I missed? Oh, what's his?
I've been,
Glenn Hughes is doing a tour,
hmm.
but he's doing not just his deep purple stuff. He's doing like his whole career, but he did like a project called um, Iommi Hughes.
Yes, exactly. You remember the album Seventh Star that I told you about few episodes ago?
Yes.
Yeah, the album Seventh Star was meant to be a Tony Iommi solo album, but the management encouraged him to call it a Black Sabbath album, and Hughes was the singer on that album, as well as that formation of Black Sabbath. He was, of course, had to be let go during the mid-tour because of drug issues, and that's when Ray Gillen came into place for the remainder of that tour. They got together, Iommi and Hughes did, to do a project together. And I guess they recorded some stuff. I haven't seen it on the shelves yet, but Hughes definitely is a top-notch singer without any question. He sang with Deep Purple as well, Black Sabbath, this project called Phenomena, which came out a year before he did this project with Iommi. And I guess he's also involved with a project called Black Country Communion. And I guess Hughes is going to be going on tour to perform all the stuff he's did with Purple, maybe some with Sabbath or his other bands as well.
Yes. So let me explain my Rush ticket buying experience. I did score
Yeah,
some tickets.
congratulations on that.
I did score some tickets to Rush. Friday, the general on sale goes. But when I went in there for the pre-sale, there was zero nosebleed seats available. So I'm thinking these pre-sales are the premium seats, the best seats, because they did have the premium prices for sure. I mean, it's all sold out now. You go to Ticketmaster Rush, all 4 dates everywhere. I think it's sold out. But so at first they had like 20 like the 23rd row on the floor like basically like halfway back on the floor, which is not bad, but it was like $550 a piece.
Wow. Damn.
Um, on the secondary markets right now on StubHub and everything, those same seats are like $1,000. Everything on the floor is 1,000 and up
Oh
on
man.
StubHub right now. On the sides, like not seats that are not on the floor, but like on the sides, close, like the best view. Because on the floor you're gonna have to stand, but the best view, even though they had rows of seats on the floor, everyone stands at concerts. But on the sides, which is usually the best view, you can see the whole stage and everything. Like depending on how close you are, $900, Brown. nine
Wow.
hundred dollars
Damn,
starting,
dude.
and that's
Wow.
ticket. That's
Damn,
through
dude.
Ticketmaster. That's Ticketmaster face value prices. That's not. I mean, that's right out the gate there.
Dude, you can
That's what I'm
buy
saying.
a
This is
new
so
car with
huge.
that.
It is, but look, there's stuff. I mean, there's sports tickets that go for thousands. WrestleMania, I mean, wrestling, sports. World Series
That's
is.
true.
So
Exactly.
there, people. That's why these tickets are at these big prices because people pay those prices. When it stops, people, it only stopped when people stop paying these prices. But and they can regulate it better. Um, but anyways, I'm gonna see on Friday and see if there's nosebleeds because there was nothing. I mean, what I paid was not was my, I paid $700. That's what I fucking paid. So,
Wow.
um, I went in because when you go in these things pre-sales or when it's like a new tour coming up, they sit you in a queue room and so you're waiting. So I was like 300 person, 12 o'clock. So I probably waited a few minutes and I'm in there, but literally these seats are disappearing right before your eyes. Like the blue dots are the face value, and then when you start seeing the pink dots on Ticketmaster, those are the resellers. So all these blue dots were disappearing, and I kind of gave up, and so I went on other day because it's 4 days. I went on different days and see, and what I think happened was people pick their tickets, and they see that they slap another $100 in taxes and fees and everything, and they like say like fuck that, and a lot of people exit out and release their tickets back. So I see a lot of tickets. I see these blue dots pop back up too. So it's like, oh shit, because all there's left and anything that's left now is going to be those $900 seats. It's going to be, if there's anything left. But even those were getting bought up. Um, I think all that's left that people can buy is going to be like nosebleeds, guys. We're going to see on Friday, but very expensive tour. It's going to be worth. It's definitely going to be worth it. It's fucking 2 hours, but because I don't know, people. Again, like I said, when you're into something, you pay money to go see it and stuff. So this thing is going to be. I don't know. I predicted 2026. 2025 was kind of weak on the music tours. A lot of people canceled. Gene Simmons canceled a lot of his dates, overpriced, and obviously Aerosmith canceled their whole tour. And I mean, it was some good stuff. Obviously, the AC/DC and the Bruce Dickinson really was the highlight of the year for me. But 2026 is going to be crazy. I'm predicting like, this Rush thing, like there's always these weird, random, like wild tour announcements. Like what, like Oasis last year or whatever was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Shit that is so like even the Metallica M72 thing they did with Pantera bringing them in, like that was wild and great and fantastic. The Sammy Hagar doing his Van Halen stuff, bringing in Satriani, like that's like what the hell is going on? Like it's wild. It is so amazing. Some of the stuff that you just have to go to, folks. I mean, Led Zeppelin. Imagine them announcing they're gonna do it one day, folks. I'm telling you, never say never. I mean, with this Rush stuff, with bands like the Linkin Park, I wouldn't be surprised if the Doors come back and they get Scott Stapp from Creed to be the singer or something. I don't know. Brown, what do you
or
think?
maybe or maybe Ian Astbury.
You would
Well,
that would be good.
if they were to do that, they'll probably have to possibly go under a different name, maybe possibly because when Manzarek, Krieger, and Densmore came back with Ian Astbury, they had to call themselves Doors of the 21st Century, and then later changed it to Riders on the Storm. So
Yeah,
I'm not
naming
too
them the
sure if they
song.
have the right to use the
Oh, did
Doors
you
name.
hear that? You heard that sound? You hear that? You hear the sound, guys?
Uh, what again? No, you gotta play that again. Heard it loud and clear.
You know
Yep.
what that? You know what that sound means, guys? This is Doctor Brown's news picks. He's gonna look
Okay.
through the news and see what catches his eye. Because there's some stuff I didn't even know, and he can be like, "Whoa, what?" So this is Doctor Brown's picks.
Okay.
His personal pick, anything that catches his eye. Now, this is what I was going to ask you, Brown. Do you have any interest in seeing in 2026 this Megadeth farewell thing? You have any interest in that?
Well, it would be nice to check them out. I know that for a fact there, but unfortunately, I'm surprised. Actually, I'm surprised Megadeth is called it quits after so many years. I mean, like they were like one of the big four in terms of thrash metal pioneers. So
Well,
it's kind of
probably Dave
surprising.
Mustaine probably has some type of illness. Like, why would he quit? So, I mean, look, Metallica's right. Not like I'm. Metallica's got how many years left? Like,
Going
they
through
don't
it,
got
Brown.
another.
I'm really going through it.
What is that
Yeah.
chick saying? That Vegas chick.
I might have to go get her because a friend is like she's out of control at a club now. She's just yeah. I
You
might have
want to
to
go
go
She,
get
deal with
her.
that? You want to
I
go
think,
deal with
yeah, she
that?
been, maybe she probably went there to get the slosh, been drinking a little bit, and now she needs your help to save her, obviously.
Yeah, got herself in trouble with the guy that one of the owners at the place. And I have a friend there. His name is Mike, and he's like, dude, you might want to come get her.
Why do you
Right.
want to do? You're gonna. Oh my god.
Oh
And
gosh.
I feel like Brown, not to interrupt anyone, I feel like I owe it to her because she showed me around my first day, so I kind of like owe it to her.
Yeah. Well, in terms of news, what we got coming up, it says here, according to blabbermouth.net, there's a third edition of the Iron Maiden coloring book. Yep, you heard that correct. Volume 3. There's two others that came prior. Specifically designed to celebrate the band's 50th anniversary and the record-breaking Run for Your Lives tour. As along with the previous entries, the new book features heavy metal's most iconic, influential, enduring band. Delving deep into Iron Maiden's history, this book features iconic artwork and instantly recognizable images, all printed on high-quality paper in a square format, fully endorsed and officially licensed. These
Well, I
amazing
did.
designs,
Sorry.
go ahead. These amazing designs have the potential for hours of satisfying coloring in. The book reveres in every detail of the band's iconic imagery, from their formative days as a leading light to the new wave of British heavy metal scene, all the way to the present, and their continuing groundbreaking success as a premier global heavy metal institution, still captivating millions of fans 5 decades into their career. Now the book also features painstakingly recreated renderings of each image with dated, detailed outlines ready for you to unleash your artistic skills using pens, pencils, or paintbrushes or whatever, including artwork from albums like Peace of Mind, Power Slave, Somewhere in Time, plus images from their recent touring exploits like Flight 666, Legacy of the Beast, and of course, the recent one, Run for Your Lives. Channel your inner creativity and add your own interpretations of these classic images or simply recreate them as closely as you can to your originals. Whatever you decide, the satisfaction of adding your personal touch to these classic designs is extremely rewarding. There you go. Volume 3 of the Iron Maiden coloring book is coming pretty soon. Volume 3, folks. Definitely
I
pick it
did.
up.
I did sign up last week for the Iron Maiden fan club.
Nice.
$35 a year, and you get pre-sales on the Maiden concerts, but you get percentage off on merch a little bit.
All right.
But you get exclusive merch for the fan club too, and so they just came out with the Halloween Eddie Iron Maiden shirt, which is really cool, guys.
I remember. I
Um,
remember meeting members at the Iron Maiden fan club chapter, Texas chapter, when Derek Riggs was signing autographs and autographing his artwork at the Crow's Nest in the Woodlands area by the
well, I
Market
did.
Street area.
Well, you're talking to an official member of the Iron Maiden fan club right now, which is me.
Nice, congratulations!
And it's a
Yay.
great experience so far. So highly recommend it. Their merch, the Iron Maiden merch, the Iron Maiden T-shirt,
Mhm.
the Eddie and everything. It's the greatest band merch ever. There's fucking all different songs or themes and visuals and like this Infinite Dreams song. Have you heard of that?
Yes, I have.
I
I
mean, they're
have.
coming
Yes.
out with stuff on that now. Visuals on that. Like,
A
Yeah,
book
what
as
is
well with the
the
same title.
what is the concert scene doing? How's the concert scene doing in Texas? Because I want to know what Texas got going on besides Vegas.
unlike
Vegas
Las
always got some.
Vegas, it's not like Las Vegas. You know,
Hell no.
fucking crazy
I
over there.
mean,
You gonna pick up this? You gonna pick up this
yeah,
girl or what?
no,
you gonna get in a fight with her?
probably yeah, but pick her up now.
You
Right
gonna
there.
punch her in the face?
No, you're just going to scream at her and tell, bitch, what the hell you do now?
She
Yeah,
feels
don't pick.
like I am responsible for her since she showed me from
Why?
uptown strip to
Oh my
downtown strip.
gosh, that's
Have
just
you had
guilt trip.
Have you had sexual intercourse with her yet?
She's a
No,
beautiful
no,
girl, but
no. Why?
no.
Hold on, let him
No.
answer. Let him answer. Prince, go ahead.
She's a beautiful girl, but no. I'll even you know what? I'll even put her on the screen. I have a picture
All
of her.
right, so look. All right, so okay, so
There
Brown.
you
This
go,
will go for
Brown.
you.
Yep.
This will
Here you
go for
go.
you
Okay.
too.
Tell her to put it on the
Maybe she
screen. Put it
really
on the
is.
screen. Put it on the
Maybe
big
she
screen.
is. Maybe she is, and she keeps like going back to Prince. They haven't had sex, but Prince, are you giving her money? Like, is she asking you, "Hey, I got a flat
No, I
tire. Can
just
you
bought
pay
her a
for my?"
drink, Brown. Brown, help me out here. I just bought her a drink. Now she's attached to me because I feel like she thinks I'm her enabler.
Yeah, but y'all haven't had
Uh,
sex, so it doesn't mean anything right now, right?
exactly. If it probably best you don't have sex with her because if you do that, then she's going to be 20 times more attached to you, bro. Yo, she'll never fucking leave
She
you
feels
alone.
like
Prince is a black.
just because you
Prince is a
showed
black.
me
Prince is
from
an African
downtown
American
to
man.
uptown strip doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean,
Prince
Brown? Just because you
is
show
a
me,
black man. Is a black man. Does she like? Is it in Vegas? Like, is that a thing? Like, is it all white people or is it like a mix?
tell
Is
me
there a lot
about it,
of?
bro. It's a lot of
It's everybody.
yeah.
Everybody. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, doesn't
But as a
matter.
black man, you do feel safe there. Is what you're saying?
Now, but this bitch.
No, this what?
Because that's what I'm
Brown, do
thinking.
you
I'm
see
thinking
her?
that.
I put it as a profile as my profile. Do you see her, Brown? Amy
No, I
Winehouse.
do not. No, I don't. I gotta.
Oh,
Let me check here.
or just send them on. Send them on offline or whatever. She looks like a woman. Nice looking, brown.
That's Amy
All right,
Winehouse
there.
for you right there.
It does look like an Amy Winehouse slash like, um, you know, Halloween type chick.
Yeah, that's Amy Winehouse for you. Now, Brown, I wouldn't say I'm a lucky guy. I wouldn't say that. Not at all, Brown.
All right, then. Well, you got to have a talk one-on-one with this chick, because if she's going to keep running for you for help each and every time, then there's something wrong with this chick. She's probably either got a screw loose, or she got an alcohol issue or something like that. But dude, you got to sit there down and say, listen, I'm not an enabler. I'm not going to fuel your alcohol induced bullshit. I'm going to be your homie. I'm going to be your friend and nothing else. Okay? 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 If you're that loopy in the head, seek some professional help. If you can't do that, then I'll have to ship you out to the next lunatic asylum.
Tell me about it, bro. But she always reminds me. Remember when you first came out here, you didn't know where you were going, and you asked me for directions, and I helped you from
That's a
uptown strip to
guilt trip.
downtown strip.
That's a guilt. That's a guilt trip she's trying to lay on you. Don't let her do that. Just say, put up straight and said, listen, girl, whatever her name is, listen, I'm a friend. I appreciate you doing that for me, but you got to get your shit in check, because I cannot keep bailing you out each and every time you get in trouble. Good.
Every time I see my friend Matthew, he's like, "Oh, there goes that Amy chick that you call." I said, "Oh shit." Bro, I can't even walk into the casino, and it's usually it's the casinos where you do a lot of smoking, a lot of cigarette smoking. I can't even go in there. As soon as I go in there, this dude walks. Oh, there goes the Amy Winehouse chick, and every time I see her, bro, I say the same thing. Oh shit!
All I have to say is, keep her in check. Make sure. In fact, if she goes out with you on one of these casino ventures, then basically what you have to do is be her bodyguard. Keep her from the booze, because from the looks of it, she probably drinks to the point where she's able to put bananas in her pussy and then shoot about, like that one Lizzo show that Lizzo talked about. You ever heard about that a couple years ago?
No, I haven't. Oh shit!
Look it up. Look it up. Lizzo, sex shows, lawsuit, harassment. Think about it. Look it up there. Google it, my man. You see what I'm talking about.
Prince, well, Brown, did you want to read to Prince next week's topic?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Seattle music scene in the early 90s, the grunge scene. We're going to be looking at Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, and many others included. So
Nirvana.
Nirvana, yes, the big ones.
Oh wow!
We should talk about other Seattle bands that aren't grunge, like Hard,
Now,
Queensryche
Brown,
as well.
I have a question, bro. I don't know if we can do it here or not, but I wanted to get into just a little bit of what we talked about on our stream when we had Ken, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Can we dive into that or no?
What is it?
Well, a lot of things that Ken said about a lot of situations that's going on in the community, or we can't get into that.
No, it's a music show. And
save it for this coming Friday night for you and I, kid.
Yeah, I have no issues with anyone, and everything's fine.
I wanted to know. I just wanted to play the air for you, YR. I wanted to get that out.
I have no issues with Ken, and everything's fine, and
yeah,
it's all good. So next, but Brown, yes, well, yeah, is Queensryche in the Seattle?
They're from Seattle, but they're heavy metal, not grunge. They came out years before.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, we can do. Let's do that. Let's do all the Seattle. Let's do everything Seattle with all the bands you like you said, Brown. Let's do that too.
Yep. Bing bam boom. There we go. Now we booming. Next.
And they're in the NBA play. They're in the baseball playoffs right now. Real hot. The Mariners, Seattle Mariners. So that'll be a good. It'll be a good talk. They're in the new. It's a hot topic right now. Seattle in general. And plus, any news, like it was kind of, besides the Gene Simmons stuff, like the news was kind of low this week. Besides last week's news, which was the Rush stuff, which was huge.
Yes.
But Brown, guys, thank you. We do love you.
Thank
And
you as
next
well,
week,
my man. All right.
everyone go to the
Yes.
Brown if you'd like to close us out, and everyone go to the Brown. If you plug again, Brown, plug your
Yes, I'm plugging it once again right now. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to my channel, hit that nofo bell, and what is let me let me do this again. I got tongue tied. Subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell and that like button just as well. And check out all the good stuff that I have on my channel, vlogs, music sets, programs like these. And of
Even
course,
check out the
as I
2 live
mentioned,
streams with me and Earl Brown, featured with Ken. Good conversations right there.
yeah. And also, as I mentioned earlier, this coming Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, dark industrial techno set will be premiering on my channel. It's already completed. It's all ready to roll. All you need now is a new title to come along with it, and definitely be ready, folks. This coming Saturday night.
And for next
Thank
Friday,
you
we'll be right
so.
back at it again. Me and Dr. Earl Brown. Make sure you check that out. Next
Yep.
Friday, me
well,
and
Brown.
Brown.
This was a special thing because you're busy on our regular hours or whatever. So
I'm very busy, dude. I'm an active dude.
Yes, he is.
Very,
Yes, he is. I'm
very.
it
glad.
might be the same time late next week, or is it going to be a regular 5 6 o'clock time?
Well, it's for this week, for what I understand, but
Oh, okay.
basically, definitely. So it's just for this week. So,
All right.
but definitely,
Brown, are we
I'm
set for
thinking.
next Friday?
Are we set? Yes, we are set for next Friday. Any issue you
Yes.
have that you wanted to talk about last week, we'll definitely get it out there this coming Friday.
Yes.
Right, booyah. All right, I guess it concludes our episode for this evening, folks, or this morning, I should say. All right, there. Alrighty,
Brown, we
right.
love you, man.
Love you too, dude.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for
You
having me
like
back
that?
on
You
Music
like that's your
Maniacs.
favorite clip, right? You like that one?
I like that. Well, I like all this stuff. You should bring back some of the Hanna-Barbera sounds as well that you used to do on your old channel.
Yo, I want to get the banana slip. Now this
All
is
right.
free with this comes with StreamYards now. Like this isn't included.
Nice.
StreamYards includes these sounds now. It's crazy.
All right.
So I was playing with them throughout the night a little bit, but Vegas, Prince,
Yes,
be
sir.
safe with that. Be safe with that chick, man. Like I wouldn't even. I don't know.
It's weird because, like I said, she feels like I have to protect her. I'm not her protector. It's weird.
You gotta protect her, bro. No, I'm just come on.
I just think
All
she's
right,
probably a
love you,
crazy
man.
alcoholic, like Brown said. She's probably just a crazy alcoholic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Get her for the booze. Let's see what happens.
All right, guys.
All right. We are out of here. See you next time, folks.
Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, everything, guys.
This has been Music Maniacs with yours truly, YR, Dr. Earl Brown, and the kid, Prince Idol.
See you next week, people. Have a good one.